Welcome to Central Happenings Network. I'm your host, Bellagio Sampler, and welcome to the show. We have a very big news show today. We're covering lots of topics. Main topics: the Nashville bombing, weird hidden messages in the alarm. We're going to cover a little bit of what Trump has done on this stimulus. The normies, the Facebookites, the Twitter bots are all saying that Trump caved. Well, we're going to look into that. And then we're going to start out with some bad news in the truth community for people out there that surf YouTube, surf the web. There's a man by the name of Jeff Censored. Please, in the chat, write his other aliases and networks he was a part of. I don't want to misquote. I followed Jeff Censored, the YouTube channel, back on my original channel when we had 10,000 subscribers, really 100,000 without all the algorithm numbers, the shadow masking. Yes, shadow masking. We're going to talk about this. Let's get into a little topic about Mr. Jeff C. The topic, I'd like to name it, is Cursed Internet. The curse of the internet. There's another topic I'm going to bring up. Let's get into the bunker. It's cold out here. Come on inside. Let's get on. I have a book collection. I'd like you to read my newest book collection, made by you, the Anons. As I chat about the curse of the internet, the cursed internet, guys. Let's take a look over at Jeff C. This will be up in the background throughout the show, so if you miss a book, you're gonna catch a book. Don't worry. Over on Jeff Censored's channel, since December 18th is when he passed away, rest in peace. And then people know about it. People have been waiting about it. Waiting, just chatting in here. They know what happened. But really, we don't know what happened. I mean, and we have a friend that went to his house. So we're taking stories at face value. He had complications. He was suffered from migraines. Possible he had an aneurysm. We could take that at base value. Anyone adding any layer to the story is just added speculation. I've heard people say he was attacked with a 5G weapon. Now, nothing is impossible, right? But we have no evidence that says he was attacked with a 5G weapon. That being said, but this is a curse of the internet. This is forever stuck on YouTube. Forever. This man cannot get rest now because he's having an extended funeral party since December 18th of people coming and paying their respects. My whole point is this is a curse. After a little bit, it's nice, but then after it becomes a curse. Why do I say that? Because he didn't choose to leave this up, put it that way. Let me give you another example of the curse of the internet. It comes from another, it all ties back to technology. This is because of YouTube's failures. This will stay up now for forever. We're gonna find out now what happened. I don't know any other YouTuber that's passed away You know, there have been some Twitch streams of people dying, but the stream eventually ends. Eventually, someone at Twitch, slightly more responsible company, yes, they are better than YouTube, they'll go in there and shut everything down. Nobody's coming for Jeff sent, like YouTube, nobody. You can email them, you can pretend to call their fake number. YouTube is a byproduct of the curse, and I feel bad. Rest in peace, Jeff Censored. I hope you found Jesus Christ. And I hope you found him before it was too late. People know on my channel, even though you don't know who I am, you know I'm in my 30s, you know I love Jesus. I want to show you something else though. Another curse. And I think I'm going to have my moderators post it again. With it under happenings. Basically, there is a fake gym Metokur out there in the form of AI. Artificial intelligence gym Metokur. And there's a whole fake channel using an artificially rendered voice of Metokur. And they're doing shows now. Big shows. And Metokur, we don't know if he really has cancer, if he's alive, if he passed away. He hasn't done a show in a while. But now, forever, fake Metokur, fake AI. I don't even like Jim. But I'm just giving you guys my thoughts lately on the curse of the internet. I can't find. One of you guys can post it in chat. For some reason, FDDF, this is incredible. A man in our chat who is a fan of Jeff Censored, he wrote something very kind about Jeff Censored, and there is nothing wrong with what he said. I'm gonna read it because YouTube has censored it, and I can't even show it. When I click show, it says error, try again. So this man said, FDDF says, he was one of the greatest truth movement patriots. Please like and subscribe. Now, why even, you could say, oh, YouTube doesn't like it if you say like it. No, that's not true. He didn't even curse in that sentence. I can't even click show. It says error, try again. Pretty crazy. He didn't say, man, he's the effing best. Effing subscribe. No, this is the world we live in. Let me tell you the most dangerous thing that you cannot even tangibly see, taste, smell, touch it. Well, you can, but it's so common to you now it's become second nature. This is part of my whole rant about the curse of the internet. The biggest threat to you is not 5G, is not nanobots, is not the government. The government is a threat, don't get me wrong. But they're more in your face than the thing I'm about to mention. Social media is the biggest threat to your existence, your reality, your local area, your endeavors. The normies, I don't think we fully fathom. We've been disconnected for so long from Facebook, from normiescape. Many of you, if you work out there in the real world, you'll see what I'm talking about. Your colleagues, your aunts, your uncles, people that aren't awakened, people that watch CNN, people that listen to the mainstream media, they're getting it through Facebook, through social media. These people are hooked on social media. While you and me are researching topics, researching things, discussing possibilities, conspiracy theories, right? These people are all attached to social media. They believe everything they hear on it. And it's a cliche now because we've been hearing it so long, the whole Trump's a racist thing. But this is worse than you can ever imagine. The only way to beat this, okay, now we all know on this channel we promote Jesus. That's the only way to beat this stuff. But for those of you that need some worldly options, okay, let's say you guys are more science oriented. The only way to beat this is activating yourself, and knowing fully the capabilities of the enemy, fully what's going on, rooting out bad memes, bad concepts, sticking to good red pills, not becoming demotivated. But you can't do that when you're stuck on social media, watching the Ellen DeGeneres dance off, watching nonsense. And I'm talking to not you out there listening, but your aunts, your uncles, your colleagues at work, people that there's some people, like the Matrix movie says, that are incapable of being woken up. They are so connected to the system, so ingrained that it's not even worth your time to waste your time with these guys. They are intellectually, spiritually, physically, and mentally way below your grasp of reality. So what I'm trying to say is there's people out there that you might be able to wake up, that are on the verge, on the tip, you know, that they act like a normie, they act like they blend in, but they know certain things, but they don't want to speak up. They want to be popular, yada yada. These are the people you could wake up. And this tying back to my original rant, based off showing you Jeff C. He's allegedly passed away. Rest in peace. He had some great work out there. And not everyone agrees in the truth community. Him and Titus didn't agree towards the end. They did a lot of work together early on. But it's crazy. The curse of the internet. Now forever his show is stuck on there. Forever Jim Metokur's fake AI show goes on. Forever bad byproducts of people's work are being manipulated with technology being utilized against them. And it's a scary time we're moving into, guys. These are uncharted warriors. Uncharted territories, guys. They are locking people up for Fire Stick creation. We're going to look at an article about that coming up. But social media is the real threat. A way bigger threat than 5G. Am I saying that 5G cannot be weaponized, doesn't exist, is not a threat? No. I'm saying that with these type of people out there that are listening to anything they hear on social media, we have to keep balanced. There's also another side of the spectrum. People that go on the internet and believe anything they hear on the internet. We could sum up both spectrums with a meme. The boomer meme is who we just talked about. What is a boomer? A person of any age group that acts like an original definition of a boomer and is incapable of learning new ideas, new thoughts, and new processes. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. Okay, and then the opposite of that is someone that listens to too much things they hear online. Yes, everything is possible, But if you're hiding under your bed because you're afraid of something you heard online, then we need to reel you in a little bit. So the opposite of that would be the Zoomer mentality. Believing everything you hear online. Oh, the aliens are coming. The end of the world is here. Donald Trump, yada. And listen, some of the things they hear are true. But we have to be in the middle, balance. The wisdom of an elder, not a boomer, I didn't say, and the open-mindedness of the youth. Balance in the spectrum there. We didn't go full left, full right. But with decisions in life, there should not be any fence sitting. You should not sit on a fence on things like not voting because Trump might be scared, or and do whatever you'd like to do that's best for your life. But social media is what's keeping the people locked down, worshiping fake idols and believing the lie. That's the end of my cursed internet rant. Rest in peace. Jeff Censored. We don't know what your real name is, and it reminds me of myself. I don't want people to mourn me when I go. Be happy, because I'm going to be going to the next level, where believers get sent. And we all have, since the day we're born, we're dying. We all have problems. Many of us have health problems. I have health problems. But God willing, I'm not going to croak in the middle of this show. If there's a long pause, just stick around. We have to laugh a little bit. But it's so horrible that YouTube doesn't put anything into place. Facebook, listen, Zuckerberg, he smokes a lot of meat. He might be a lizard, okay? But at least he put policies and practices in place. In the event someone dies, you can immortalize their Facebook to curse them forever in the internet curse. But it's the choice of the family, at least, So that's good. The family could also delete the page. YouTube, you have no choice. That'll stay there forever. It's pretty wild. Would you like some water drinking ASMR to lighten the mood? But I'll tell my story someday. Don't worry. We're saving it to the very end. So, guys, we have a radical bunch of news we're about to cover, and we're recording this to upload it on BitChute. We're currently live on DLive, live on Twitch. Hello to everyone. Let me cruise up the list. Crusader Sands over on DLive. Just an announcement, if any of you have a Twitch account out there, if you watch me on Twitch, it helps me tremendously. We are a Twitch affiliate. There are commercials over there. We get a couple pennies per commercial, like 1 penny. But it's more than YouTube is giving us at the moment. And if it's a matter of you just picking between, oh, hey, I have a Twitch. Instead of watching over here, watch on Twitch or do both. That would help me out. DLive also, we are now a DLive affiliate or something, but you have to subscribe over there. I don't know what that entails. I'm a DLive noob. Okay, I don't want to press the wrong button here. I need to think. We need to think this through. I don't have a stream deck, whatever they call them. We're using OBS here. Classic. For those tuning in, this is Central Happenings Network. We're about to cover some stuff you might have heard of, but we usually cover news months in the future. Months in the past, from the future, backwards and forwards, okay? Here is what we got for today. We're going to get right into it with the Nashville bomber. Let's zoom in more. We're covering news from the Whistleblower website, also the Shill Network, the crossroads of the internet, 4chan. And I can interpret like an operator reading the Matrix and tell you what's happening so you don't have to go to this trash website. So a breakdown, a timeline of events. This is one of the older threads. We have a bunch up. We got the video footage of the bomb. We got the theories. We have, stick around people, don't go anywhere. We got the Nashville bomber's house, surveillance cameras everywhere, CIA Eagle. He traded the house to his base sugar mama. 3 different properties, gave them all away. So we have a lot of threads up about this guy allegedly. Allegedly, this is what the guy looks like. Have you ever heard of the website thispersondoesnotexist.com? You ever heard of this website? I think somebody in the thread posts it. Hold on. This person does not exist. I'm going to bring this over to you guys. Hold on. This is a very sick website. It is called thispersondoesnotexist.com. And whenever you refresh it, it gives you a new person. And you have to understand that this is created by artificial intelligence. Am I showing it? It is showing, yes. Forgot there's a delay. This person does not exist. You understand? Look very carefully. Let's do another. Bellagio, surely. I was putting on, I saw my Chinese brother here. I was gonna go, Bellagio, surely. You don't believe these aren't real people. This person does not exist.com. The AI likes children at the moment. Very creepy. I would like an adult, like a man. Here we go. Look how real. This is like Todd Howard's uncle that works for Nintendo. This person does not exist.com. Look how crystal clear this is. I don't know if this is like a man, a woman. At this point, I don't care. I mean, I think the AI screwed up here, or this is somebody who's very tolerant. We'll put it that way. So that's how you got your picture for YouTube. Very funny. I should make one of myself off of this. So let's go back to where we were before. So look at this guy now. Blurry picture. For you guys, it probably looks okay. But if you're looking at the original, it's like a blurry picture, old picture. Does he exist? I mean, at this point, in this timeline, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Let's continue. We are going to talk about the Nashville. Possibly was it's this full-on faction war. Let me preface with that. Did a missile hit the truck? We're gonna look into it. I think so, because I think we're in full-fledged faction warfare. This was an obvious CIA asset, or any agency you can think of. This is where it gets spooky when we get down here in the Vakaru recording. This anon says if you play the alarm message backwards, it says some pretty spooky stuff. And then I think that's the end of the bomb threads. Okay. The Nashville thread. So let's start out by showing you. And this YouTube video is brought to you by Shungite. Shungite Minerals. Take a look at this. I hope it's not too loud. I know when the bomb goes off, it's bad. That's gonna blow everyone's speakers. We have to keep it a little low. We don't want to blow speakers. Prep yourselves, guys. Oh, there we go. Send me the bill. Okay, well, let's go back to now that we know. So I want you to hear the warning. Wow, huh? I've never heard of a... I mean, let's just put it bluntly for the algorithms. I have never heard of a terror attack give a warning to evacuate the building for 15 minutes. Or a mass murderer, or a serial killer. So obviously people were not the target of this attack. What we know right now as of 12/27, this is one of the first couple threads, RV drives up and parks yesterday morning and possible even a day before that, question mark. Multiple shots fired at 5:30 a.m. Automatic alert originating from RV 6:15 a.m. 6:30 a.m. AT&T building, the RV blows up outside, calms down in surrounding area including 911 calls, the ATF, FBI, and local police on the seance. I think he meant on the scene. Yeah, he meant on the scene. AP now reporting human remains within the scene, possibly of the bomber. 3 people confirmed with non-life-threatening injuries and 1 possible dead. An AT&T outage, including emergency service lines, still ongoing as of 8 p.m. that night. Sive Sift, please, can you link that, can you link that about the questions beforehand? I can't wait to hear that one. And this is also in Tennessee a couple days ago. The Highway 23 was shut down because of a suspicious truck. Other videos of the explosion from multiple security cameras. So, the building was the target, the AT&T building. One anon alleges down the road. We could scroll through this real quick and see if I catch anything. This is interesting. On the building where he parked. So he kind of parked near this. Extreme danger, flashpoints below. 73, unstable if heated. Use no water. Very interesting. What could be in there? Potassium? Okay, let's see. So this is where people think that the RV was not the source of the explosion, or that the RV was not the source of the evacuate thing. People thought that the smart light poles that have speakers in them also was the source of the evacuate warning. So a lot of people are speculating this is obviously white hat versus black cat, faction warfare, intelligence services that are infighting with each other on American soil. The people are figuring out what that chemical was. Again, that's pretty much a moot point at this point. Google is now blocking the building, the AT&T building. Here are the smart light poles. Google censored it for some reason. The RV directly across the street from initial detonation. There are service hatches across the street from the AT&T building where the RV was parked. That's what Anons are also speculating, that the hardened steel concrete building with bulletproof glass and reinforced everything was not the target of this bomb, but the underground cables were. The underground fiber optic cables that they were trying to knock out. Uh-oh, there's debunking going on. I don't have a Twitter anymore. I cannot look at this. Can you post screenshots in the Discord? That'd be great. So very interesting. The underground cables. What were they hiding? What were they trying to distract from? What were they trying to cut out? This guy's going deep into some red pills. But also black pills. That's why you could read them at your own peril. These street markings are very weird. Like right where the RV was parked, like the CIA or somebody came and marked it up, huh? So you're gonna see that in the next couple threads. I'm just scrolling down to this original one. The markings, guys. People are saying it's for prospecting dig sites. Okay, they're supposed to dig here, but let me put it this way. Let me wrap your head around this. This location was marked. Why? Because underneath there are the cables. So this could have been just normal, like, oh, we have to do something here. We have to dig here. We have to fix the sidewalk here. We have to bury more cables here. You know, me personally, I don't necessarily think that this is a spray painted marking for the RV guy. If they were sophisticated, they do it by GPS, they do it by dry runs. We're gonna park right here between the two poles. But this is like showing us that there's something under this ground, some type of infrastructure. You understand? Interesting. This no, get out of here. Oh, okay. This is ground zero of the Bishopgate bombing that the IRA carried out in 1993. Notice that the damage to the building is significantly less than the damage across the street from AT&T but there's a huge crater of broken concrete. There's nothing even close to that in Nashville. Notice that the damage to the building is significantly less than the damage. Oh, wait, I just read that. There's two options that seem likely to this anon. Even if he wasn't involved, he'd either be running or like running the operation or something about it. I'm gonna have to take that message. So very interesting stuff. Now, tow missiles, for example, are small missiles that would be used to detonate the van or something. Would they leave a crater in the ground? I don't think so. Most of that explosion's on top, right? Captain Frost is in the house. He's saying that they did not give an official explanation for the cause of the damage. Very true. Very true. Why is this not being talked about? Here's another thread from the other day. And his name is A.Q. Warner. And somebody added ing, a Q warning. And Rudy Giuliani, the night before Christmas, saying, starting after Christmas, this is really going to blow up. Very interesting. Gateway Pundit reported that. Okay, we're scrolling down. The mayor, guys. I want to get to the one thread that gives a QRD real quick, okay? About the mayor, okay? Moments after all this stuff, the giggling mayor comes out. This is what Titus is kind of talking about, I think. We're crossing streams here like Ghostbusters. It's dangerous what we're about to do. Moments after the deadly incident occurred, the corrupt Democrat mayor, John Cooper of Nashville, appeared on the scene eerily quickly with a local TV station for an interview. The mayor was cackling like an evil mastermind throughout the whole interview. He even issued a thinly veiled threat saying, "I hope this is the only explosion to happen in Nashville today." Okay, we're going to watch this. Here are some of the stills taken from the interview in which the mayor Cooper can be seen killing himself, laughing over and over with an evil ear-to-ear grin. Kind of weird, right? Like on Christmas, a bomb goes off. And this guy's laughing. Where are we here? We got the mayor is supposed to be here on Streamable. We have to open this on my second monitor first. No! Okay, good. Thank you. Let's go back and thank that Anon. I right-clicked this. I clicked on open, go to instead of copy. Thank you, Anonymous from Sweden, that you did not post, and he had double-digit sevens. See, that's how we knew it was good. This could have been the worst kind, the most vilest kind of you know what. Can't really hear him. I don't, and it's not. Let's see. We'll try. Let's give an effort. Let's give a little effort. A for effort here. Because I could barely hear him in my ear. It's turned up there. Turn him up here. And then let me turn him up for you guys. We're gonna hear this guy.
Thing and make sure that this is the only explosion that's going to happen in Nashville today. The dramatic thing, if you were closer, is the broken water mains do lend a certain drama to the scene, for sure. So all that, it's again, it's a hard thing, but that's why I'm feeling calm. Well, we are famous place and everything, and make sure that
Okay, it just looped. One more time.
This is the only explosion that's going to happen in Nashville today.
Yeah, very odd, to say the absolute least.
The dramatic thing, if you were closer, is the broken water main.
The broken water main. Titus is saying if they said it was ammonium nitrate, we can compare to other blast patterns. But all they have said is some kind of RV. I mean, it is definitely not ammonium nitrate. We looked at the footage earlier from different security cameras. It was a bright flash. Like, I would say it's more incinerary, like an incendiary, than anything. There wasn't like a huge crater. A water main broke. Here's the pic, right? Is this it? So, I mean, you could just see how hardened even the sidewalk is, and the building. This was to fry the wires down beneath. That's all this was. Yeah, he definitely sounded very nervous. The RV was either packed with explosives and detonated some way, or just happened to be parked there. I mean, it's possible. Kit Wilson's in the house. I know. Oh my God. Kit Wilson. It is horrible. We have to add you as a moderator to CHN3. It's horrible. Some company is advertising on 4chan using Terry Davis's swords and Terry for thought leggings and jeggings and thought pants. Like any women are going to buy them on 4chan. There are no real women on 4chan, to put it lightly. Yeah, very creepy stuff. I'm just scrolling up a little bit more. Okay, let's keep going. ANFO creates red smoke, and that is exactly what the initial cloud was, maroon red. We're going to look at the alleged missile footage also. Is that funny or what? Right? Hilarious. That's the funniest thing Sam Hyde does anymore, is when an Anon puts him in some type of terrorist meme. Ay. Yeah, you'll see it on even on politically incorrect. They're advertising Harry. It's crazy. Bad. It's very bad. They're going to be cursed. That company will be cursed. Catboy Cammy, oh Lord. He's the only whammon, unfortunately, right? The type of whammon. So here's a QRD. Only one photo of the RV on the scene driving in downtown Nashville has been released. No plate or numbers released, no photos of the RV, no photos of the driver exiting RV on scene. Cops suicide bombing, that's what they said, right? No audio of RV evacuation message except for the famous Nest video. Only one other video, no audio of the explosion itself, which some say occurred opposite the RV, meaning the RV wasn't the source, and it's a valid argument. Connection between Anthony Warner and Michelle Swing, who was given the claims to Warner's house but reneged, remains unclear. Warner speculated to own a custom alarm repair company. Pretty interesting QRD, guys. Warner. Yeah, I want to just look at one more thing from this thread. And then this, okay? So this is interesting. Before we look at the alleged missile, we're going to look at this. This is the older thread before this. So there's more to this story than the media led us on to. Nashville bomber, okay, allegedly Anthony Q. Warner. Is that Quentin? Is that, I don't know. Let's lower that. And for you guys, a little bit lower. Nashville bomber Anthony Warner had 10 surveillance cameras on the front of his house alone, which had 4 owners in 7 months. He had CIA Eagle above the door. Big CIA American Eagle, I guess. Cameras everywhere. Lot of cameras, guys. Now, I'm not saying... I don't know if these are cameras. Are these cameras? They might be. I know, it's kind of abnormal. Like, if you have good position cameras, you don't need this many cameras. Unless you're like super paranoid, right? Super paranoid. I can't confirm these. I mean, they kind of are. They're pointing, but I mean, kind of odd. It's kind of overkill. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if any of you have experience with basic camera, but this guy obviously played a little bit too much Metal Gear Solid. There is not any blind spots for this guy, right? I'm sure the backyard has just as many. Nashville bomber Anthony Warner 10 surveillance front of the house. CIA Eagle. Yesterday, we exclusively reported that Nashville bomber Anthony Warner gave his sugar baby Michelle Swing 3 properties. Next song. This is not. Okay. He gave, before he did this allegedly, he gave 3 properties away for $0 in less than 2 years. 2 homes in Nashville and 1 apartment in Los Angeles. Now we have discovered that on the second property he sold to Swing, there are at least 10 surveillance cameras scattered across the front of the house. Background on the property. On August 27th, 2018, Charles Warner gives his old home to his son, allegedly Nashville bomber Anthony Q. Warner. On January 31st, 2019, Warner transfers the property. So not even a half a year later, like a couple months later, transferred the property of a 29-year-old Asian mistress, Michelle Swing. On March 23rd, 2019, Swing then transfers the property to an unknown acquaintance, Betty Lane. That sounds like a real name. Then this sequence of events is substantiated in the ownership history of the house deed included in the annotated below. Swing signed the most recent quitclaim on the property for $0, a mere month and a half after acquiring it. The penultimate clause on the document, the actual consideration or value, whichever is greater for the transfer, is none, is proof that she suspiciously gave it away for no money. This is definitely like a safe house, an intelligence house. You don't just give houses away like this. Especially that quick, that fast a session. Very odd stuff. Smart lamppost. Amazing. We stream every Monday a news show. On the weekend, we do a Bible study and a game show. And then a couple times a week here and there. You gotta stay subscribed. Stay tuned because YouTube does not help us out at all. And if you watch on D Live and Twitch, it helps me out a lot more. We kind of just stick around here as a crossroads. And YouTube's bound to get us someday. So this is Vegas Part 2, essentially, is what this Anon is saying. The Vegas Part 2. All the hallmarks of Vegas being a rogue operator. Dayanon saying, are these rogue operators, is this intelligence warfare? I think Corrid put it best that the intelligence community has been infighting on American soil for years now. Did he just fire off shots in the RV, or was he shooting at someone? Let's take a look at that. Thank you for reminding me. I think it was in here. Uno momento. Yep, here it is. Gunshots. We didn't watch this. Hopefully, we don't get pranked again. We didn't get pranked the first time, but it's possible. I'm gonna open it up over here. We could have. Okay, here are the gunshots, the gunshot video. All we have info of. Three shots. Couple more. It sounds like a little gunfight, but it's the same gun. I don't hear any other guns. Really, it is, as they say, not much. We don't know anything at who, if he's shooting at who, what, or, you know. It's just a little security footage. Thank you, Memory Hold, very much. So let's continue, guys. We're halfway through this news. We're not even at the spookiest part yet. I want Titus to stick around for this. We're not even at the spookiest part yet. Let's hop over to that part before we read this part. Should we do the missile first or the hidden message first, huh? Both pretty wild. Let's do the missiles since we're here. Then that'll add to the layer of when we get to the hidden messages. Pretty radical. We now have video evidence that an incoming missile initiated the explosion in Nashville. The following skyline video embedded below shows quite clearly an incoming missile trail immediately before the explosion. This is from, again, Natural News. This is Mike Adams. I like Mike Adams. He's a good guy. No one's perfect. You know, this is the problem with social media. If you have to catch my opening monologue, we talked about Jeff C. We talked about the curse of the internet, and the biggest threat to mankind right now, more than governments even, is social media. So, and a byproduct of, you gotta listen to the rant, but a byproduct of this evil social media is that we're all experts and connoisseurs, right, of information, and journalists and people that bring you information. So everyone has, that's why I say nobody's perfect. I'm sure one of you out there is going to say, well, Mike Adams has a Jewish aunt, or Mike Adams, he sells vitamins, or Mike Adams, listen, I understand. He's probably, you know, but we're looking at some of his information. We also know that this location, which was blurred out by Google Street Maps, so he's on it like we are, okay? He's as current. He's probably even more current than Alex Jones in some senses, in situations like this, in terms of what he puts out there. Jones probably knows about that. Maybe he report. I don't know. I haven't listened to Jones in a while. But what I'm trying to say is, that's pretty. The fact that he talked about the Google Street Maps. Housed at AT&T NSA VoIP router complex, which allows the NSA to spy on all phone conversations and phone text to anyone using the network. It's a wiretap room. The former owner of the building is reportedly Cerebus Capital, which is tied to Yagud Zede, which acquired some ownership of Dominion voting systems. Were they trying to knock out NSA information that they had on the fraud? Was there some type of comms that went through the network? So the video below is going to show a missile contrail and then hit the building. We have the video footage up here. So it's right here. I'm going to move the mouse and let them between these two poles here. Some people said it was due energy weapons. Again, very possible. I want to see that again. Go back. So it looks like it's like moving with the wind too. Like a firework. Ever see a firework tail of like a bottle rocket? It looks like the smoke is moving. Or is it the ion cannon? Both are possible. Both are possible. What do you guys think of the missile theory? Remember Titan Point? Shout out, folks. 2016 December. Refresh our memory, Black Eagle. Let's keep going. They also want to ignore the fact that the explosion can be seen originating across the street from where the RV is parked. So a lot of, I can't, like, I'm looking at this in 1440p, 2K, 68 frames per second, 1080 GTX graphics cards. And I cannot tell you that I see an RV here. Does that mean that it's not there? No. It probably is there. But I'm just trying to tell you that obviously this looks like a source of a fireball. So I can agree with this. And this looks like a light post, maybe a corner, right? But do I believe an RV is there? Yes. Why? Because Poll is accurate about these type of investigations as they're researching. Someone's saying that's not an RV, question mark. Oh, so it blew up down the street, but somehow blew up the vehicle it actually originated from. God, you people always looking for gold in a trash heap, that guy says. Well, I believe that there's something here. People are looking for something. I would like to see it myself. Here we go, see? This is why we have, So now they cleared it up a little bit. Fireball over here. This looks more like an RV now. Kind of looks like a sign. But behind the sign maybe is the RV. I see a box truck. RV style truck. Source. So I get what they're saying, how it's parked over there. Again, I don't know. Here's what I do know. Ready, guys? At the end of the day, all investigations are good because we're all looking into it together. And here is the very least base argument that you all can agree with me on, is they didn't tell us the official story. They didn't tell us the official narrative. So we're allowed to speculate. We're allowed to look into this. Because still Vegas, we don't know what the official story in Vegas was. Okay, I have to prep this next piece for you. Let's see if I can. No, I already prepped that one. We already saw that. Oh, ooh, ooh. Here we go. Okay. So we signed over all the house deeds. Here's where it gets scary, guys, okay? Now, I mean genuinely spooky. Let's pause the music. Good music for this. To build the hype. Crusader San over on D Live is saying Big Housing is trying to pin the blame on Big RV. Hidden reverse message from RV, Merry Christmas. Thread number 2. We're going to look into all this, okay? Very, very spooky stuff. So the original warning we heard, evacuate the area, leave now, whatever. They reversed it. You're gonna hear it in entirety here, so you can really know it's not shenanigans. And Anons in my Discord have reversed it, and it's real. It's real. And we're doing another open round Discord invites in another week, next week. Black Eagle will open it up again, and we will be taking new people, but it's very strict. It's very easy to get kicked. Getting kicked is not getting banned. You can get back in. If you're a kid, we just had to kick a couple people for inactivity. You can get back in, don't worry. Okay, hold on. Okay, I don't know what you heard. Let's clean it up a little bit over here. This Anon cleaned it up.
This area must be evacuated now.
All buildings in this area must be evacuated now.
Oh, this is different. Now backwards?
All buildings in this area must be evacuated now. All buildings in this area must be evacuated now.
So his Windows, it's like a Windows Anna, Microsoft Anna is telling him that there's more words than we can actually even hear. I want to hear the reversal now. Ready? Hope.
All buildings in this area must be evacuated now.
Okay. So we know what it says. I'm going to show you the cleaned up version now. I'll let this play while I find the cleaned up version. To me, it sounds like, and we're going to read what 4chan thinks. To me, it sounds like it's saying, are you having a Merry Christmas poll? Like literally politically incorrect. 4chan. Adding to the whole mystique of the spy war, of the whole faction warfare. Hold on, I'm trying to find. Here it is. Can you hear it from here?
Evacuate now.
Now, I don't know what it's saying. To me and to a lot of Anons out there, it's saying, are you having a Merry Christmas poll? Listen, guys, YouTube is fully censoring some comments right now. Comments that have no curses in them, comments that have a couple curses in them. And I can't even allow them. It's saying, error, try again. Sam Hill is posting, if not for a warning countdown, I would have thought that the shitter in the RV was full. And then he put a YouTube video. But I can't even allow it. It's not letting me. Okay, ready? So what do you guys think? I think it's creepy as heck. Merry Christmas to all, you think? Interesting. The Munkers, catch the next week's invite. Catch that wave. One more time. At the very least, it's saying, are you having a Merry Christmas? And a lot of the nons out there are, you know, this is bringing the speculation, bringing mass speculation. Joe V saying, it seems like a white hat operation to me. I agree. Well, or just faction war. You're right. Black hats versus white hats. White spy versus black spy, like spy versus spy. Someone makes a legitimate find. Q boomers come rushing in with their Trump Messiah theories. I remember clicking on this guy to see if he clicked anywhere else. Calm down with the schoolyard. At the very least, it's there's something here, guys. Just happened to say Merry Christmas at a pure chance. Yes. This guy's asking, so the small amount of audio that was played during the warning on Christmas just happened to say Merry Christmas at a pure chance. Unless you're saying that's not what it sounds like, because the part is the only part I could hear, the rest is gibberish. Yeah, very interesting. Someone IRL shit posted. Oh, yeah. See? Are you having a Merry Christmas poll? Clear as day, listen again, seems ominous. He had triple nines when he said it. Triple digit nines. So we have to take this, you know, and this is even a better, I think I played the better one. The better one that our buddy on who watches the show here, I'm not going to say who it is, unless he wants to take credit for it. Because we have to keep it all anonymous. We're in the anonymous bar. Check this out. He plays it in forward, then reverses it, so you can hear.
Evacuate now.
This guy is saying the three possibilities. This is a genuine good guy doing something good who likes us and is tipping the hat. This was a genuine bad guy doing something bad who likes us and was tipping his hat. This was a glow up meant to frame us a la Saint Tarrant yet again. You decide. And this guy's saying, to make us the next target, you saying? Biden's next target? He posted the concerned Dogo. It's a possibility. I believe it's literal Vegas-style faction, Illuminati, New World Order, intelligence, Five Eyes warfare. Literal CIA versus NSA. The oldest game in American interpolitical warfare. Uh-oh. We need this. He's going Super Saiyan. Let's get over to a different angle on the bunker. I think I have Joe. I think we have little Jones on the TV. That's a funny web right there. Pretty clever, you guys. Let's see what this guy says. I like this post. Let's get some music on. Let's lower everything. So pretty creepy at the very least. Here, let's break it down. Recap a little. On Christmas Day, a bomb went off in downtown Nashville at the AT&T building that they also rent out to the NSA as a data hub. This building, before the bomb went off, there were shots fired and there was a 15-minute warning. My dog came to visit. Hello, Rocky. There's a 15-minute warning of to evacuate the area. In the history of American terror attacks, if you want to call it that, of American bombing incidents, and if you want to go into the world history of bombing incidents, all the way back to the IRA, there has never been a warning, in my knowledge, given. Let me show you my book collection real quick. Let's shut the window first. You can read my book collection. There has never been a warning given to evacuate the area. Okay, and in that evacuation message, we are now finding out that there is a backwards hidden message in it, like when you reverse the Beatles albums and it plays Satan worship, when you reverse Paul McCartney and it's like worshiping the devil, when you reverse movies like The Wizard of Oz and it shows you the gateway and the road to hell. They love playing these games. And now when you play the message backwards, it seems the white hats have a better message in the reversed subconscious, sub-psychology, pseudo-crypto MKUltra programming. The good message is, are you having a Merry Christmas? At the very least, possibly, are you having a Merry Christmas poll? And on top of that, layering on top of that, on this glow-in-the-dark incident, he's giving his houses away for free. They're giving the houses away for free. Those people are giving the houses away for free. Dissolving the paper trail, shuffling ownership. The man we don't even know if he's real or not. I showed you at the beginning of the show that there's a website called thispersondoesnotexist.com, and it's artificially engineered, generated fake people that look more real than this picture. I don't know. You tell me what you think. I like some of the theories coming up. We're gonna read them all. You son of a bitch. Hold on. My Alexa, you evil bitch. I said the words coming up or something. I think she was about to start playing 50 Cent to come up or some shit. How dare you, robot? Just turn my TV off when I want, that's it. Bellagio has an Alexa. God. Oh, God. I have nothing to hide. They already have everything tapped. Your entire social medias are being monitored. Your phones are tapped. You bring around the tracking device in your pocket. Tame the AI. Control the AI. Let's see what you guys are saying. That's the only way the glow-in-the-darks can get me now, is if they play copyright infringing music in my background apps. God, how could they? Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Ghislaine Maxwell is denied bail by U.S. judge. I only care about God. Nobody else scares me. And to be honest, in the future, when I do my once a year hang out with the webcam on, and you could see me. We can hang out. I put her to work, put it that way. I got her running timers for me, just reminders. It's like Mass Effect. My VI. You posted an archive that we cannot even show. Joey Shabadoo posted an archive.is link. Try posting it again, spacing out the dots or getting rid of the dots. Only the IRA and the weathermen have given warnings, really. So it's in their MO. Interesting. I can't. Kim Labushan is trying to post a YouTube link. I can't allow it. Try getting clever, spacing stuff out. The Munkers' mom's dad was OG IRA. He knew Michael Collins. Very interesting. Is this track serious? I don't think so. This is Mitch Murder, but the last song, when you were asking, was Perturbator. William O'Brien. Dude, I have a personal shill moved into my house. He's fucking with all my comms. I pray for you. His house was covered in no trespassing signs, spotlights, and security cameras. Some people said they wouldn't have heard the evacuation message if it wasn't for the gunshots, Memory Holds adding. Yeah, that's the gunshots were definitely part of everything. Let me add to this. Our society, the average person out there in our society is so inundated and brainwashed that it literally takes gunshots, a bomb going off, like a small firework, loud bang, and then a warning to evacuate, and then an actual bomb going off before they actually even realize anything is happening. The average person is so inundated with social media that they don't listen to reason. As ever, the media is not talking about the gunshots at all, Roger Sherman saying. Purepom saying, I'm still skeptical about this event glows or if it's legit. Oh, it's definitely glowing. I mean, it's not, to me, none of it's normal at all. What is the guy had a problem with the sidewalk? The Munkers is saying, do you guys want me to leave the chat? I don't know why you're asking that randomly. I don't think so, though. It doesn't sound like it from the comments I'm reading. I don't see any negativity in here. There's a positive stream. Mr. Brack T. Jones, Trump just signed a new executive order to fund students directly instead of schools, if not in person. Wow, what? That sounds very interesting, and I don't understand it. Instead of giving the schools government funding, give it to the students? That sounds, I mean, it makes sense, right? Why should the schools get that if they're not? What a joke, this whole COVID. Like on a business and economic scale, we have to get over this. This is nonsense.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.
Let me try. Error, try again. Impaler, the monarch is all he is saying, and I can't show you what he's saying because YouTube has censored it and I can't unlock it. Let that chicken head pimpin' hoe Ghislaine rot in the Husco. F her LMAO. I like it. I don't know why YouTube is so evil. I gotta check the multi-chat. Crusader sent over on D-Live is saying, think the non-stop fireworks over the summer have any connection? Yeah, definitely. Wow. I almost missed that comment over on D-Live. I caught it though. Yes, definitely. I have been around for 33 years. And I lived in Little Mexico in East Los Angeles. I'm making up that name because I don't want to give you exact. But I lived in East LA. That's like like all my neighbors were Mexican. I was the only white guy on the block, basically. And that was the most fireworks I've ever heard. And this was like 7 years ago, 8 years ago. And even that doesn't compare at all to the fireworks around the entire nation this last 4th of July. And it would happen for like 2 weeks. Before 4th of July, it was like every night fireworks all around the nation. People just getting inundated, right? Crusader says, wait, are Italians white now? Yes, there are various degrees, right? Modern day Italians, I guess, are not white. Sicilians were never white. But we can joke around. We're having fun. Why are my posts banned? Because YouTube is pure evil. I don't know. I don't know why Impaler the Monarch. But if I'm reading them, technically they're not banned. YouTube right now extra, because I labeled the show. You know, we took out all the algorithm stops because I have extra good boy points from church streams and video gaming. So that's why YouTube had to come in and just censor. Ryan Holmesman saying, I want to see that video claiming a black SUV played the recording. Interesting. Yeah, the gunshots were at 4:30 a.m. Memory hold. After the new year, I'm going to be able to, let's make a set schedule that every day, not every day, every week on the same day at the same time, you and me should do a show together. So it's like, we'll just start this like podcast. It could be you pick the time and day every week. We should do it, stick to it. And after New Year, my family will be returning home and I will have much more time. You guys are lucky I'm able to stream this much today. They went out and I'm staying home. Uh-oh, the dogs are stirring. We do have to get going in a little bit. That's when you'll have your new PC. Perfect. And right now, Escape from Tarkov is on sale. Why am I shilling it? Because there's been a wipe. It's been really fun. It's been really difficult. Your boy Bellagio Sampler. My name is Major Shungite over there on Tarkov now. Major Shungite. I'm getting my ass kicked. It's been fun though. But mainly, besides gaming once in a blue moon to take off stress of a political world and chaotic propaganda from all sides, a show once a week sounds awesome. That would be cool just to add to the repertoire. Let's see, let's go through some more. Let's open up the window. We're going to start winding down the show soon though. So we covered the backwards message, very spooky stuff. Global consciousness dot the day before all this happened was in the red, right? Always coincidental with the programming. Okay, I'm going to have to get going soon, guys. I'm going to mute the mic. We're going to do a proper outro. 1 second. Let's let the commotion die down. Alrighty, Office Doors Show. We're going to be winding this plane down. We have some more articles to cover. This Trump thing, we'll let it build up a little more, but basically, there's so much happening behind the scenes that it's hard to keep up. I will be returning for another news show next, so stay tuned, subscribe if you're not. Thank you for sticking around. Let me show you a few more brief threads. We covered this guy quite a bit. This whole show was practically about him. We'll probably take away the Trump title from the show because we didn't get there. And I will elaborate more on what titles we do have. This is something I really wanted to cover, but this will be for the next show. I'm going to post it on all 3 platforms just so you guys can read it yourself. But who knows what's going to happen January 26th. This Anon thinks a nuclear attack. Possible. 4 arrested for selling jailbroken fire sticks. Look at this, an old grandmother. And somebody that works at New China Buffet. Very interesting. Fire sticks, huh? We're going to cover that next time. I didn't turn any of this off. I am going to save these tabs. We're going to go back to that. Go back to these, cover on the next show. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much for tuning in, for hanging out. Stay kind to one another. Keep the unity. Don't let the enemy cause division, because things are about to get very heated, politically speaking. Check out Peter Sun's post. Apparently the Daily Beast is doing a hit piece on Trump supporters and Q supporters over the bombing. Very interesting. Let me see where this is going. Demunkers, I do not use shungite. Shungite would be a form of idolatry, putting your faith in a crystal or a rock to protect you, when Jesus can do the same thing 100 times better, 1,000 times better. Just ask Luke Potberry on the channel. He can let you in on that little secret. That Jesus is more powerful than shungite. I just think it's a very funny name, and I like it. I like the lore behind it. I like that Dr. Disrespect buys it. Very good stuff. It's just not for me. Some of those channels, so Peter's son is posting there. While QAnon supporters debated Warner's and military channels, the messaging platform. Telegram. Uh-oh. They're coming for your telegrams. Yeah, I bet. This is all just for the show, is it not? So we will go into it further on the next one. Guys, today is Monday, December 28th. I will be back possibly tomorrow for another news show. Possibly on the 30th. Probably on the 30th. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you again for watching.
Deal with psychos.
You guys are great.
I put them away.